Hello and welcome. I am Tiina Kivinen, and thank you so much for joining me here in this practice on my channel. This is a restorative yoga practice that is intended to help calm the nervous system, to help clear the mind and restore balance inside of yourself. To begin, we'll be laying down in a reclined position. You might have a bolster under your knees. You might take a moment to gather props as well, making sure you have a bolster, a couple of blocks. You can also make your own props at home with any pillows or blankets or anything else that you have on hand. And I'll be sure to link below information about our upcoming retreat in this space and restorative yoga teacher training as well. Thank you. Enjoy. Begin resting down on your back as you're ready, taking your time to settle in with perhaps a pillow under the head or under the knees, tucking yourself into comfort and stillness as you begin to notice your breath, breathing in and out through the nose, and feeling the rise and fall of the belly and the chest as you breathe. Each wave of breath guides you to relax and let go, to settle into the stillness, the mind softening down into the body. That's right. This is your time to rest. You might welcome a felt sense of a full moon above you in the sky. And this full moon shimmers light down over the body, penetrating you and offering warmth, compassion, and love. And this light is felt in the mind's eye center, in the center of the forehead, as the light of awareness that shines down throughout all the layers of yourself. And allow yourself to start to move as you're ready, letting the knees bend into the chest, giving yourself a gentle hug, and you may start to draw the knees out to the sides and back in together and back out again. Round and round movement to gently warm the hips. And as you're ready, the knees can come out to the sides while soles of the feet join together, hands holding feet or ankles, or using a strap around the feet, or holding any part of the legs as you breathe down into the lower body. The option to explore blissful baby with the feet opening out to the sides, the legs extending maybe one side and the other. Taking your time, exploring whatever feels nourishing in your body. You might return to some gentle circles of the knees to massage the back. Staying connected with your breath. You can take your time to lift yourself up and shift your position to bring blocks in front of the bolster or pillow that you have under the knees, or pillows if you don't have blocks, into Supta Baddha Konasana, bringing the soles of the feet together and the knees open out to the sides. You might bring extra props under the thighs to support your hips as well. The hands may rest on the belly or the hips. You might wiggle the low back downward to smooth it out, taking the time you need to be comfortable here. As you again land into stillness. And as you settle in, welcome the feeling of the body breathing. The body breathes all on its own. Each wave of breath flowing in and out, guiding you down into the stillness, down into the support of Mother Earth. Letting your mind soften as you become more aware of feeling and sensing, letting thoughts relax. You might stay with the felt sense of the full moon, perhaps the full moon moving down into the belly, nourishing the area of the belly. Feeling this luminous energy of the moon in your belly as you welcome the feeling of fullness within your own self, abundant like the moon, at home here in this fullness, nourished by the breath, relaxed and at ease. Letting go, moment to moment. Each inhale and each exhale flowing, guiding you. So when you feel ready to release the pose, you may let the legs stretch out or up to the sky. Maybe a little bit of gentle movement exploration. What does your body need? So when you're ready, placing both feet onto the earth, the feet on the earth and the hands holding the elbows or the forearms. Let your knees fall over to one side as the arms move to the opposite side, and then the knees lift up and over to the other side, and the arms flow in the direction opposite, letting the body continue to twist in this way, side to side. Just a few times, so when you're ready, you can gently roll to one side and lift yourself up, taking your time now to readjust your props. You may use a block or two at the top of your mat and place a bolster on top, making sure that the top of the bolster is a little higher up to ensure a slope. You might have an extra pillow or blanket to place between the knees as you snuggle your right hip up against the edge of the bolster, knees pointing over to the left, draping the belly and chest over the bolster and letting your head face the same direction as your knees. Taking all the time you need to settle into a comfortable, supported twist, allowing the body to be completely held and supported by the props. As you welcome the feeling of this support, let yourself soften and be held by the earth. Perhaps again welcoming the felt sense of the full moon, radiant now in the back of your heart, shimmering this nourishing light throughout your whole body and your whole being. The body breathing all on its own as you surrender, letting go even more with every breath. That's right. Continuing to soften and melt, to be held here in the stillness. Nothing to do but rest. And as you rest here, nourished, breathing and being, moment to moment, resting. And in the next few moments, as you're ready to emerge, you may start to gently wiggle your fingers and toes and press yourself up slowly, knowing that you're welcome to switch sides by simply turning yourself around. Maybe now the left hip against the base of the bolster and the knees pointing over to the right, belly and chest draping down with the head facing the same direction as the knees. Maybe a prop between the knees. Taking your time to settle into stillness once again on this second side, knowing there's no rush. So when you land, you might invite little micro movements or adjustments to become even more comfortable. Whatever your body needs. As you settle into the support of the earth beneath you, completely held, the body can release areas of tightness or holding, a feeling of melting and softening. You may welcome the feeling of the full moon at the back of your heart, as if this light is shining down upon you, but is also within you. The light of the full moon soothing you, nourishing you, as you allow yourself this time of deep rest. Breathing in a relaxed and comfortable way. Resting at home here in the stillness. Where there's nothing you need to do but soften and relax just as you are. Knowing that in the next few moments you're welcome to transition slowly and gently by wiggling the fingers and toes and pressing yourself up. No rush at all as you take your time to lift yourself up and then transition to a supported shavasana where you can rest the back of the body over the props that are set up on the mat and bring an extra blanket or pillow or bolster under the knees, making sure that the head and neck is supported. If you need to bring a little extra layer of cushion or blanket under the head for support, or maybe you'd like to cover your eyes with an eye covering or reach for a blanket. Taking your time to settle into a comfortable stillness. No rush at all. As you melt into the support of Mother Earth, notice the gentle waves of the breath rising and falling. Natural and effortless. Resting at ease into a peaceful stillness. You might once again sense or imagine the full moon above the body, shimmering down over the body, shimmering into the cells, organs, bones, into all of the tissues and layers of the self, the emotional body, the mental body, the body made of energy and wisdom, all nourished by this light. Soothing, relaxed, and at ease. Knowing that you're welcome to rest here as long as you'd like, or you might begin a slow and gentle emergence to slowly wiggle the fingers and toes, or take a very gentle stretch. No rush at all. Perhaps you roll to one side and press up to a seated position, taking your time. As you feel the breath and welcome gratitude, bringing hands to heart center, honoring your practice, yourself, as you offer peace, love, and light out to the world. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for this practice. Please leave a comment. Let me know where you're practicing from and how you're doing. If you're a part of Moon to Moon Restorative Training or any of our teacher trainings of the School of Living Yoga, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And check out the links provided for information about deepening your practice of connection with the moon and restorative yoga, or embodied wisdom, 200-hour teacher training, Costa Rica retreats, and so much more. Namaste, much love to you all. Be well.